Hello everyone, in today's video I want to give you a feel of the NIO's price movement and the factors that could affect its price in the medium term, and it's really going to be very hard to predict a precise point of price movement, but you can take into account the variables that will going to derive, and this is the topic of today's video. Uh, in the most recent last couple of days, we had an analyst. It started initiated its analysis, and it bumped up its target to $60, and that's why we see in the last 2 days its price increased from around $41 to $42 to somewhere around 45, and it closed on Friday at $45.5. But these kind of things keep happening. What are the factors that are going to govern the prices of the NIO thing? So looking at the long term, some of the things that are not dependent upon NIO itself but on the external factors, and those external factors will depend upon the overall market and the overall segment, how they are moving. So let's say if the overall market itself, the complete stock market starts crashing down to like 20% down, then we have seen that in earlier as well, NIO is not unaffected. It's no more a penny stock that is moving independent of the other things. So if the overall market crashes, then NIO is going to crash, if not by the same amount, about proportional amount. So that's one thing we need to be prepared. For example, right now the stock market is an all-time high, so we can think of that the NIO is slightly overpriced because of that factor. The second thing you need to keep in mind is the overall EV sector, how it's performing, and it's dependent upon the Tesla price. So if the Tesla is increasing, NIO seems to move in tandem. If the Tesla goes down, NIO is affected by that as well. So those are the two of these factors external to the NIO. Now, the things that are dependent upon the NIO are the two things. One is the financial and the car sale figures. That's another aspect that will derive the NIO's price, and we are going to see how this forthcoming news and the events are going to affect the NIO prices. So the next date that you should be prepared for is the April 1, not far from today, it's March 13th. In another 2 weeks, we should start anticipating the March car delivery data. And because it's going to be a positive signal, this price movement can start a week before that delivery, which means hopefully an upward movement somewhere around March 22nd, 23rd. People will start anticipating a March delivery data, and we know some of these figures. The reason why I think it's going to be a positive, because in January we had 7,200, around a little more than 7,200, and in February we had it down at a little more than 5,500, and that sent a negative signal even with a positive in the fourth quarter of 2020 results, and that made this price go down from around $50 to $42. And that happened because in February we have lower number of days, we had holidays, and among the other factors that could have contributed to the lower number of the vehicle delivery. In March we are expecting 7,500 or more vehicle delivery, which will be even higher than the January, and if that happens, then that will be a reversal of this trend from February to a significantly higher number in March, and that could drive the price up towards the higher range. But of course, the other factors also start playing. The second news that could keep coming in the coming months is the start of the sales in Europe in the second half of 2021. Though there is no precise date, when we do not know when it will start, but it looks like it's going to be the later half of the second half, and will start with the delivery in Norway or something. But that is a more medium term to long term thing. It's not in an immediate next 1 or 2 months. But we could see some news coming up about the setting up offices, setting up their sales network, and so on and so forth, some announcements here and there. The second long-term event is the ET7 launch in early 2022. That also is a medium to long-term thing. It's not going to happen in, but we could see some of this news coming up by the end of this year that could drive the prices upwards. So these are the news-based events that could that makes short-term prices up and down, uh, preferably in up direction. Then on the in April, right after April, we'll have May 1st, 2021. We'll have an April delivery data, and then a month after that, we have two things coming up. That will be results in the January to March quarterly financial results, and the May car delivery data. Those are the dates around which we can expect some volatility, some positive movements in the stock, and if they are not meeting the expectation, you can think about that these things can go, stock prices can go down. In overall, we should be prepared that the overall market crashes, the EV segment not doing so well, and that could lower the price as low as we should be prepared for $40 or even lower. On a positive side, you could see this positive data in the long term. It could keep, and I think that $60 is a reasonable target in next 1 year or so. Hopefully, hoping that all the things are aligning up and working as expected. So with that said, I think NIO is still something you could average down by more when it goes down, and hopefully it will play as per expectation. Thanks for taking a look.